Hey guys, welcome back to Million Beautiful Views, and today I just going to bring you my last orange fall look, and I'm using the Morphe Boss Move 35M palette, and you see all those beautiful fall tones, so I had to use this one. I don't use this palette as often as I should, so I said, well, let me just jump right into this one because I'm still feeling fall. So to get started, I'm going to take this like brick tone and I'm going to put that into my crease. Now we're just going to keep blending that color in, and we're just going to play with some color because I knew I wanted to do orange, but I wanted to switch it up a little bit but still keep it like something I'm familiar with. So I kind of took like that brick tone like I normally do, and I'm just going to pack it in. Now this was a go with the flow type of look, so I'm just going to describe it as I go because this is literally what I was thinking in my mind as I was doing this look. So I really wanted a very warm crease, so this brick tone was perfect. It was not deep enough, so I'm going to go in with this a little bit more deeper, like same tone, but this one had like a raspberry tone underneath, so that's going to deepen it up a little bit more. And as I'm applying it and blending that color into my crease, I like the way it blended very nicely. I just wanted it a little bit deeper, so I decided I'm just going to use this as my transitional tone, so we can still keep that color very vibrant but still soft enough where it, like, you know, transitions up into the brow bone. And of course I'm using my eyeshadow cleaner. I use that for my brushes so I can just go into the next shade, and it saves so much time. And I mean, even just to like clean your brushes, it takes all of that like buildup off, and then you can keep going, or you can use that before you clean your brushes. That will be another video coming up. So I'm just gonna just blend that tone all the way up into my brow bone. As you can see, like as I'm blending with no product on, that color is just fading out perfectly. I decided to go in with a deeper, darker brown, and that's just going to help like deepen that crease a little bit more. As you can see, I'm putting it right underneath where I did that light blending at. I just really want to deepen that like brick tone and that little bit of raspberry undertone that I put in there. I just wanted it a little bit deeper, so when I cut my crease, you'll see the transition of the different shades. So you will see that brown, you'll see some of that brick red pop out. So that was perfect. And at this point, I'm just putting it in a way where when I cut it, you'll still see it. So it don't have to be perfect. So I'm just going to keep blending that into my crease, bringing it from the outside to the inside, and just make sure that I have all of that area very blended out, so when it's overlapped, it doesn't look like crazy, you know? So just keep blending. Now I'm going in with my makeup wipe. I've talked about this makeup wipe in my last video. This one is the Target 99-cent wipes, and I love it. Sorry, my dog in the background. So I use this makeup wipe, and I love it. It works really well. 99-cent. I mean, you can't really go wrong. And I wouldn't say this is the very, very best, but this is most definitely not the worst. I've tried makeup wipes from Five Below. Those were terrible, and this one is way, way, way better, and you get a lot in that little container. There's a lot of it in there. So okay, let's go back into this makeup look. I'm going to cut my crease with the e.l.f. Camo Concealer, and I'm going to use my angle brush to create the shape that I want. So I'm just going to keep blending that out, and I wanted it to be like a half cut crease. I just wanted it pulled out just enough towards the back of my eyelid so I can do like that shading technique that I've been doing lately. So I'm going to take my blender brush, and I'm going to just make this concealer more softer, more flat, and I don't have any creases. This is going to help the blend into, like, you know, it's going to help the shadows blend a little bit better, so it won't be like cakey. Sometimes concealer can get cakey when you do it in a cut crease. So I'm going in with the black. This is all in the same palette, by the way. This is the same 35M Boss Move palette. So I'm going in with that black, and I'm just going to smoke out my outer corner, and I'm going to make it like a smoky V shape. So I'm going to bring that black from the top, and I'm going to angle it going towards the center of my eye. And I like this kind of like look. It does give it like a more slimming effect to the eye. It kind of like brings the eye inward. It's different. Instead of doing the like basic smoking out on the outer V, it's like you bringing that V inward. And I just feel like it really does change the eye shape of your eye so drastically. So try that. I feel like you get more like tapered look. I don't know. So I'm going back in with the same shade that I picked up the first time, and I'm going to put that right next to the black. I'm going to blend that color into the black as much as possible while still keeping it where you can still see both shades. So I'm just putting it next to each other, and I'm just going to blend that in that same slanted V shape and just bring that inward. It don't have to be perfect. You're just going to be blending tones. Now here is the orange that I chose, and I'm going to just do it the same way. I'm just going to put it in an angle, and I'm going to fill in most of that lid part with that orange. So as you can see, this orange was a little bit deeper than I expected. This was not your typical bright orange, Halloween orange. This one was more of like a deeper muted orange, and it was okay. I thought I was going to be a little bit brighter. I didn't think it was going to be so darkened. Like it was almost like a heavy orange tone. And so I just worked with what I did. I have never used this orange in this palette before, and I'm just giving it a try. So when I come across like tones that don't really work, I just figure out another way that we can make this look come together, because at this point you don't want to take off your makeup and start all over. So I just kept the orange, and then I went next to that orange and I picked up that little sparkly shimmer of orange. I'm gonna be honest, this one was not as bright and as sparkly as I wanted it to be. I thought this was gonna have a lot of sheen to it, and it wasn't enough for me personally. But if you wanted to keep it less sparkly, you really could just keep it right there. It wasn't terrible, it's just not what I wanted in my mind. So I'm taking my NYX glitter glue, my glitter primer, and I'm going to take like a small flat shader brush, and I'm going to pack on some glitter. Y'all, I needed something to brighten this eye up a little bit. It just was a little too heavy for me, and I wanted it to symbolize fall, transitioning from Halloween to Thanksgiving. So I still wanted to give a little bit of that like sparkle that you feel around Thanksgiving, the glitter that's on those leaves and on decor and stuff like that. So I went with brown, green, and gold. A little bit of that like pinkish raspberry tone underneath to kind of create that type of like mixed glitter. So I'm just putting that on. I'm popping it in just to open up my eye a little bit more. And I love the way this one came out. This eyeshadow look made me feel more like it was Thanksgiving than Halloween. Like I didn't want to do Halloween. I wanted to be like a nice glamorous Thanksgiving look. So I'm just gonna keep packing that in, and I'm gonna come back with the finished look, and you will see how it all came out. Thank y'all so much for watching. This is how the look came out. I have more pictures on my Instagram that you can check out. And I just want to say thank you so much for taking your time out to watch these videos. I appreciate you. Please subscribe, like, and you can also share on Instagram.